you fellas from Cherokee Flats doing in Antioch?
It's a free country, ain't it, Mr. Marshal, sir?
Get your hands up. Does Belle Starr know you're in Antioch?
Suppose she sits up nights waiting for us, sir?
I hope she's setting up tonight because I'm going to turn you over to her. Where's your horses?
Can't we talk this over, Mr. Marshal, sir? Suppose we just get.
Turn around. March straight ahead.
Yes, sir.
You know, them fellows should have never shot that marshal. Makes it bad for all of us.
They never should have gone into town even. Who did the shooting?
I don't know.
What is it?
Trouble's coming, and a lot of it.
Pass is straight ahead of us, Tom. They got guards there all the time.
Send 6 men to flank them.
Pick 5 men, Buck.
All right, you 3, and you. Let's move out.
Can't understand Belle. Letting her boys break the truce with the old marshal. I thought she was smart.
Too smart. Antioch will make no more deals with outlaws, as long as I'm marshal.
You better signal the ranch.
Well, why don't you know you're in charge of the men who was off the flats that night?
None that I know of, ma'am. And I usually hear what's going on.
The man who broke my agreement with the old marshal ought to hang from that cottonwood out there. Now we're in real trouble.
Maybe some of the new men drifting in.
Don't give me any of your stupid excuses. I'm sick of them.
Oh, you're blaming me, man. I'm one that never does anything except what you tell him.
Jim, what are they signaling?
Posse coming. It's a big one.
I knew it.
Get the boys off the range. Bring them here.
Yes, sir.
Jim, we're not going to fight. Not if I can help it. What did you find out?
Not much. But enough, maybe.
Well?
Where's Rose?
She's up in the High Valley with Bob and Yuma. Don't worry about her. She's all right.
All right with Bob and Yuma? Them's the fellas we want.
Bob and Yuma? Not those two.
They was off the flats that night.
Go get them.
Buck took care of him, all right.
All right, let's go.
No, you didn't bide your time. Too fast.
Well, let me try again.
But when you're really up against it, you don't get that second chance. All right, now take it easy. Relax all over and keep your eyes blank. Many a fella got himself shot because his eyes gave him away.
You sure you unloaded that gun?
Of course I unloaded it. Go back to sleep, Grandma. Always worried about something. You're under arrest, mister.
Under arrest? What for? I did it!
Sure did. Got a lot of strength in those hands. You know, Rose, you're quite a girl. Never saw one just like you. You're always running away.
Girls must have spoiled you where you come from.
Some of them aren't as strong-minded as you. I guess you're thinking about marriage and all that. Thinking that far ahead is not my way. I'm aiming to see a lot of this world before I'm through. So I just sort of live from day to day. I thought you were more or less like Miss Belle. But you're not.
What do you mean by that?
No, nothing against your mother. She's my idea of a real honest-to-John woman. You don't figure on living here in the flats the rest of your life, do you?
I don't know.
You don't know much about anything. You needed somebody to make up your mind for you. I'm pretty good at making up people's minds. You're just scared.
I ain't scared of anything.
You two boys get on your horses. Belle wants to see you.
What's the matter, Uncle Jim?
Oh, little trouble. May not amount to much.
But what is it?
Business. You stay up here in the high valley till I come after you, Rose, and you mind now.
You'd think I was 10 years old.
Belle wants you out of it.
All right, Uncle Jim.
Right on ahead. Pull up. Drop your gun belts.
What you getting at, Mr. Davis, sir?
I got no time to argue.
Yes, sir.
Those rifles, too. Go on ahead.
I sure am surprised at you, Mr. Davis, sir, treating us this way.
Belle's waiting. Go on in.
So, you two were in Antioch the night the old marshal was killed.
Us, ma'am? No, we weren't. Somebody's been lying to you.
Jim Davis, for instance? You think he's a liar, is that right, Bob?
No, ma'am. I have a lot of respect for Mr. Davis. Maybe he was misinformed.
Jim, I'm going to ride out to the pass. See if I can make a deal with the new marshal. Hang on to these two.
You're not aiming to turn us over to that Antioch gang, are you, Miss Belle? They're liable to hang us.
You knew the deal I made with the old marshal. If we'd stay out of Antioch, he wouldn't bother us.
But, ma'am, we...
You broke my word. You're going to pay for it.
Sounds to me like you mean it. I don't think you're going to make it, Mr. Davis, sir. I'm going to talk to Bailey when he gets back. You keep your mouth shut. Come on, snap out of it. What took you so long?
Got back as soon as we could. Where's the boss?
She and Mr. Davis lit out north to get another bunch of men. Told us to wait here.
What's his horse doing here?
Took a fresh one.
What are we supposed to do?
Fight. Keep him out of the gap.
Fight? That's a funny thing coming from the boss.
You want to argue with Miss Belle's orders?
Lefty, you go ahead with the men. I'm going back. Something about this I ain't so sure of.
We're gonna get clear. We can't go that way. We'll run into Rose.
I want to.
Want to? I sure hate to face her.
You leave that to me. Pull yourself together, Grandma.
All right.
Boys are really getting it. Let's hurry. Taking a beating. Posse is holding Miss Belle and your Uncle Jim.
Posse? What posse?
From Antioch. Don't you worry. Me and Yuma are going up and get some of the men off the far range. We'll take care of your mother and Mr. Davis. Yuma, come on.
Bob.
You just leave it to us now, Rose. Wait right here.
Where are you fellas going? Texas, maybe?
Yeah, maybe.
Pretty slick pair, ain't you? Knowing when to run? Where do you figure Belle and Jim got there?
Probably on the run, too, like us.
Maybe.
Want to ride with us?
I was figuring on asking.
Come on.
Anybody want to say anything?
Ain't nothing much you can say except good riddance. But since we're all Christians, more or less, let's hope they don't get what they deserve in the beyond. Well, that's the last of Jim Davis and Belle Starr. The last of Cherokee Flats, we hope.
Meet your partner, promptly. Line comes out in the four-hand round. Choose swing line off the floor. Swing your own ballot motion. then we'll have a waltz.
This is worse than riding posse.
Would you like some refreshments?
I sure would. But we're gonna have to settle for coffee.
Make it?
Right.
Cup of coffee, please.
She'll get it for you. I'm busy. Oh, right away, Marshal.
Give me some of that chocolate cake, please.
I never saw you before. You're new, eh?
You never saw me before. I must be.
Take it easy, Tom.
That coffee just came off the fire. Be careful. Don't burn yourself. Rose.
You're not only new, you're fresh.
I was minding my own business.
All right, folks, here we go for the waltz.
You don't want to dance, do you?
I'm sorry, I can't.
Looks like we got off on the wrong foot. Start over again. How about this waltz?
I don't dance.
Well, I can teach you.
Why bother to teach me when there are plenty of girls who know how?
Will you have this waltz with me, Tom?
Pleasure, Mrs. Allen.
You mustn't mind her, Tom.
Where'd you get her?
She's from Cimarron. She's the daughter of an old friend of mine who just died. She had no place to go, so I gave her a job.
Was her mother off the flats?
I know other people, Tom. Respectable people, I mean. Just because my husband was killed on the flats.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Allen. I didn't mean it that way.
Hi, girls. I'll bet you'll sleep tonight.
I'm dead. My feet are killing me. Good night, Mrs. Allen. Thanks for everything.
Good night, Rose.
Oh, Rose, can't we walk home with you? It's getting late.
No, thanks. Bye.
She's a funny one. And the way she treated that marshal.
Hello, Rose. What have you got against me? I'm only trying to be friendly.
Well, I'm not. I thought I made that quite plain to you at the dance.
Wait a minute. That's what bothers me. Let's talk it out.
Yes, the other girls in Antioch are quite flattered if you just look at them. But I'm not interested. Have I talked enough?
No, not half enough. What else is on your mind?
That badge. I suppose you think that gives you special privileges.
No, not at all. If that's what's worrying you, well, I'll just take it off.
Oh, no. You'd be the same. Badge or no badge.
The same?
Yes. Arrogant. Running over people. Certain you're right about everything.
I've never met a gal like you before. Tongue like a bullwhip, pretty as a picture. Well, in your case, it's mighty easy to overlook.
That's a compliment. Thank you, Marshal. Good night, Marshal. Thank you for seeing me home.
It's the Marshal. He's back.
Hello, Rose.
What'd they do, Marshal? Rob a hen house?
Oh, no, nothing that serious. They just killed a rancher and his wife.
Rose, I'm surprised at you.
Well, he had them tied up like chickens.
That's his job, law and order. Antioch's been a decent place to live in since he took over.
All right, get down. Come on. take care of them.
Got a couple of new birds for you.
I've seen prettier.
Lock them in separate cells. All right, get moving.
I've got a fellow locked up who says he wants to see you.
What's the charge?
No charge. A little too drunk for his own good when Loftus picked him up. Go on. Here's the marshal.
Marshal Jackson?
That's me.
You don't know me, but you've heard of me. I'm Leif Bailey. I used to be on the flight.
What are you doing in Antioch?
Marshal, I like to live here. I'm getting old, and I'm beginning to think that honesty is the best policy after all.
It's just the liquor. You better sleep it off.
Please, Marshal, I mean it. I'm a changed man. If you let me live here, and I'll be as law-abiding a fellow as ever there was. Man's entitled to a chance. Ain't that right, Marshal? Anybody can get off on the wrong foot.
Seems to me you've been off on the wrong foot for a good many years. Better sleep it off, then we'll see, Billy.
Thanks, Marshal. You'll never regret it. You're a gentleman. Hi, Tom.
Hello, Gaffer.
This is United States Marshal Evans.
Hello, Jackson. I've heard a lot about you.
Glad to know you, Marshal. What's up?
Oh, we're looking through some of these souvenirs we brought in from the flats. Evans here's figures we might find something interesting.
Looking for a lead of some kind, any kind. Did you ever hear anything of this new bandit, Bitter Creek?
Nothing but his name.
Well, I sent out to run him down, but it's like the needle in the haystack. No picture of him, no description that's worth a hoot. He's got no gang, just a couple of men, and they keep on the move. He never seems to hold up.
Well, Antioch may be a little rough for him. I doubt if he'll show up here.
Maybe, but I need help. The government needs help. Hold up your right hand. I hereby deputize you United States Marshal. Do you solemnly swear, etc., and so forth? Okay, now I can call on you when I need you.
I never saw a man promoted so fast.
You haven't found anything yet, huh?
No. I'm pulling out for the north in the morning, but I'll keep in touch. If you hear anything, let me know.
I couldn't get that one open.
I'll be back in a few minutes. Rose around?
She's in the back helping Mrs. Allen.
Thanks.
Wait, Tom.
Recognize that?
Yes,
That your picture?
yes.
Is it your locket?
No, it isn't. It's my mother's. All right, now you know. I'm Belle Starr's daughter, and I'm proud of it.
You can't hold that against her, Tom. She's got no people, no place to go. That's why I brought her over here.
You killed my mother, you and your posse. I saw you and heard you at the grave.
Give her a chance, Tom. If people ever find out she's Bill's daughter.
Rose, listen to me. We found your mother and Jim Davis both dead when we reached the ranch house. And we buried them.
I don't believe you.
Killing women is not my business.
But running them out of town is. How long have I got? 24 hours?
I'm not running you out of town, Rose. You can stay if you like. And it's nobody's business who you are, if you behave yourself. I knew the locket was your mother's, and I just thought you might like something of hers.
Your beard must be getting worse and worse. Shaving twice a day now. Another clean shirt. Laundry bill must be taking most of your pay.
Let me worry about it.
I smelled some of this stuff once down in New Orleans. But it wasn't on a man. You better hurry over the widow's register before you lose that flowery smell.
Well, someone may like it.
I wonder who.
What's the matter?
This is a bad luck town for us.
We're not going to settle here. We're just going to grab something to eat, find our friend Bailey, and move on.
Bailey's just a silly old guy.
He knows too much, and he's a loose-mouthed drunk. I'm not going to leave him here to read that. If he gets thirsty enough and broke enough, that's the kind of reading he likes. Come on, let's find a place to get something to eat.
I'm pretty lucky finding you in this town, Miss Rose. I don't know what I'd do if it wasn't for you. Pretty tough for a guy my age trying to go straight.
Haley, the marshal says the posse didn't kill my mother. You said you were one of the last ones on the ranch. Do you remember anything?
Miss Rose, it's like what I told you. I don't know nothing what happened to Belle. I was down at the pass when the posse broke us and ran us.
At the pass? You said you were on the far range. You do know something.
No, I don't. I don't know nothing at all.
You should do, and you're going to tell me.
You got a drink in the house?
I'll get you some brandy.
Wait just a minute, Marshal.
Hello, Bailey. Glad to see you.
Giannis.
Sure figuring something had happened to you.
Listen, Giannis, it's a free country. You had enough. You had enough. You fellas was getting too rough for me. You're too close to the rope. I got my own carcass to worry about.
Don't tell me an old-timer like you's losing your nerve. I don't believe it. Just to prove it to you, we're going to let you ride north with us. Good pickings up there.
Rose! Rose!
Oh. Why, Yuma.
Hello, Miss Rose.
Boys, this is Belle Starr's daughter. Howdy.
Proud to know you, ma'am.
Well, look at you. Quite a young lady, and pretty, too. What are you doing in this place?
I work here.
You dealing them off the arm?
I like it making my own way.
How about Bailey? Does he work here, too?
No. She gives me my meals. I'm a sick man. She looks after me. Ain't that right, Miss Rose? Marshal, I was keeping Miss Rose company until you got here. Excuse me. I gotta see some fella.
Trouble?
Oh, no. These men startled me a bit. I thought it was you.
The restaurant's closed for the night. Try Shepley's down the street.
I guess you must be Marshal Jackson. Sure heard a lot about you, sir.
Get those guns off. Nobody wears guns in the city limits of Antioch except me and my deputies.
Sorry, Marshal, we didn't know. Shepley's, you say, down the street.
Can't miss it.
Sorry I startled you, miss. Thank you, Marshal.
Staying in town?
No, sir. Just passing through on our way to Fort Smith. Have a lot of mules up there, I hear. We buy them.
Mule buyers. I wonder what Bailey was in such a hurry about.
Shall I get you something to eat?
No. Get your coat and hat and we'll go to Shepley's for a bite.
I'm not very hungry. As a matter of fact, I haven't been feeling too well today. I have a sort of a headache.
Oh, I'm sorry, Rose. I'll walk you home then.
All right. Be with you in a minute. Get out of town. The master's suspicious of you.
Never mind that. I want to see you. Where do you live?
Mrs. Tracy's on Prairie Street.
About an hour. That'll give you time to shave. the boys find Bailey and stick with him. I'll be at Spanish George's.
That marshal's a rough customer. Why don't we just run?
Because, Grandma, because. Get going.
Maybe they went right on through. Why not? No, they had a reason for coming here. I've never seen mule bars packing so much hardware. And Bailey left the place like he was shot out of a cannon.
You figure they're old Cherokee flat boys?
Well, Rose didn't seem to know him. Well, she didn't seem to. As soon as I left her, I went over to Shepley's, and they never showed up there.
I found Bailey.
If they're Flats boys, Bailey will know.
Where is he?
At Clancy's. He's pretty drunk. Wilkins is watching him.
I'll go have a talk with that gent.
Tom, on the way back, I ran into one of those fellows you're looking for. The black-shirted one.
Why didn't you stick with him?
Well, he didn't have any guns on. He was minding his own business. Very polite-like. And,
Oh, what else?
well, that, Miss Rose was with him.
Where'd you see him?
Just leaving Miss Rose's boarding house, riding north on Main Street.
Yeah, big lughead.
Who's sabrosa, George?
You want more? George got plenty. Your mother, she used to like eat plenty too.
Did you know her?
Oh, yes. I lived on flats almost 2 years once. That was a long time ago. You were a little child then.
What was my mother like then, George?
Plenty pretty. Get plenty mad too. Sometimes she whipped the fella with a whip, but the fella never fight back. They always laugh. You look like Miss Belle used to. Plenty. If you wanted more food, call on George, eh?
Gracias.
Look, let's get back to Marshal Jackson.
I still think you're wrong. Couldn't something have happened that you didn't know about?
What? Miss Belle and Davis were just as much alive as we are right now when I went up to the High Valley after you. Why would any of the Flats boys want to kill them?
Deputy, you're all right. Times like these, an honest man needs the protection of the law. With that hand. Still shaking. Yeah. Just one more drink. Just one more. Marshal!
Hello, Bailey. I'll get a hold of you if I need you.
All right, Marshal.
Bring a Marshal?
No, thanks.
You're very happy then.
Who are the fellas in the restaurant? You know them, don't you? Who are they? Old Flats boys?
They still in town?
Yeah.
Look, Marshal. And the old shaking. I lost most of the last night. How about you buy me another one?
Sure.
Eh.
Thought I told you fellas to take those guns off.
What kind of psalm-singing town is this?
Watch it, Bronk.
Get them off and keep them off. Where's your boss?
Boss? I ain't got any boss. Never had.
Where's the fellow in the black shirt?
What fella?
Where is he?
Big peace officer. Him wearing his gun, me with none.
George's.
Marshal. I got no time for you right now.
Have a drink.
If you think Bailey can tell you anything new, you're wrong.
I still think Billy knows who killed my mother.
Of course he knows. He knows your marshal did it. But he's not going to talk. He wants to live in Antioch, too. Well, hello, Marshal. Come on in. Join us.
I see you got sense enough not to wear guns.
That's right, Marshal. Have some coffee?
I thought you fellas were just passing through.
We were, but you know how it is, Marshal. You're a young fella. Girls, what we won't do for them.
Why don't you tell me you knew these fellas?
What am I supposed to do? Report everything to you?
Who are they?
Fellas. Just fellas.
I think you better come along with me, Rose.
I'm not ready to go yet.
Look here, Rose.
Listen, Marshal. The last thing I want is trouble. I guess the best thing we can do is just leave town.
It's a good idea. Bartender will give you your guns when you're ready to leave. Rose, if you don't happen to know it already, take my word for it. You're in bad company.
Bad company. As far as he's concerned, you're bad company, too. Only you happen to be a girl and pretty. You've been in a stampede?
I was minding my own business, and he shoved the fight on me.
Bad company. That's what you are. You look a little wobbly. Here.
We found Bailey. You and Slim are with him at Clancy's.
Do you have a gun? You still want to believe that marshal, don't you? Guess the only way I can convince you is to make Bailey talk. Come on. Come on, I'll make him talk. You better wait here while I get Bailey. Maybe a little trouble if I have to use pressure on him.
Sure, I'm glad to see you.
Get all the horses ready. We're hauling freight.
Suits me.
This is my pal. Head boy. Oh, pal.
Did he come from the flats, too? I think you need another drink, Bailey.
Slim's waiting. I'll be right out. Come on, Bailey. We're leaving.
Where are we going?
Fort Smith.
I like Antioch better.
You stay here, you'll wind up in the gutter. I can use you, Bailey.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, we're all friends of yours.
Oh, sure. Tomorrow morning, they'll find me lying on my face over there someplace. Let go of me.
Come on, Bailey.
Afraid I'll talk, eh? Afraid I'll get you hung in this town.
Hey, wait a minute, wait a minute.
I learned a few things from you, Bob. Now go on about your business. Maybe an old man. I ain't so old as you can push me around.
You better put that gun away, Bailey.
Go on, get out of town.
You couldn't hit a barrel from the inside. Keep me covered, boys.
Where's the shooting coming from?
Stranger just shot old Bailey down Clancy's.
Tried to kill me.
You're under arrest, all of you.
Fair fight, Marshal. I've got witnesses.
That's right, Marshal.
Then you'll get a fair trial.
I don't aim to be hung, Marshal.
Climb down, all of you.
I saw Bailey fire at him first. But you don't care about that, do you?
Keep out of this, Rose.
Hiding behind a badge, burning ranches, killing women, my mother.
Come. Boy. Get Doc Benson.
That's what he said just before he died. Poor old drunken Bailey. He says that fellow that shot me was Bitter Creek.
Bitter Creek? Why, they ought to jerk my badge for letting him get away.
Hey, Tom, that black-shirted fellow, that was Bitter Creek, the bandit.
I just told him.
Oh. Did you tell him that Bailey was shot with a .32, like Jim Davis and Belle Starr?
Will you hold still? I just sewed up that pumpkin head of yours. You want to bust it wide open again?
I'm gonna run him down if it takes me all summer.
Not for a few weeks, you won't.
Won't the U.S. Marshal be jumping when we wire him the news?
I'm not gonna wire anybody anything. It's my fight, and I'm gonna handle it my own way.
Okay, I'm finished.
But you gotta wire the U.S. Marshal. He's got no description.
I tell you, I'm gonna handle it my own way. Get the horses.
Will you listen to me? Now, you go home, go to bed, or I won't be responsible.
You're a nice fella, Doc, and I like you. Thanks.
Now, here, you go.
Boys better hit the kip. Bunk off a ways. If we happen to get jumped, we're dead men if we're all in a bunch.
Horses are okay. Everything's quiet.
Call me in about 3 hours. Don't hang around camp too close. Rose, you awake? Playing possum? I know you're not asleep. What's the idea of not answering me?
I was dozing.
Comfortable? Got enough blankets? Never saw such a quiet girl. They usually have plenty to say for themselves. Scared of Indians?
I told you once before, I'm not scared of anything.
It's a good argument you got there, Rose. Yep. That's the kind of argument I understand. A couple more nights we'll be in Big Bend, home country, where everybody thinks alike. Good night, Rose.
Good night, Bob.
Stopped here. Probably spent the night. Don't seem to be moving as fast as he was.
What have you got there?
Could be a hair ribbon.
Yeah, it could be.
Well, here we go again. Still northeast. Sorry, Tom. I guess we lost them.
Well, the last we saw, they were still heading northeast. Must be making for the upper country. I will just keep moving.
This is it. You can relax. We own this town. I need a drink. You better come along and see I don't get too much. Just like Mother used to make.
Hey, now.
Let's go out and look at the moon.
The moon's down by now.
You've got an answer for everything, and it's always the wrong one. Come on. There, you see, you were wrong. The moon's still up.
So it is.
You know, every time I look at you, you get prettier. You're just about the prettiest girl I know, and the most bullheaded.
What was in that jug?
Rose, let's get married.
Married? That's some of old Jed's liquor talk.
I'm glad you mentioned him. Our brave peace officer. Good old Jed, he can marry us, and legal. And you won't have to sleep with that gun under your pillow anymore.
Stop it, Bob. I can't see you married.
I mean it. Right now, this minute. Let's go tell everybody. We'll have the rip-roaringest party Big Ben has ever seen.
I don't know.
You're still thinking about Antioch, forget it. The only thing that's waiting for you back there is jail.
I know. That's ancient history to me.
Well, then what are we waiting for? It can't be Big Ben, boys. They're all at the dance.
Well, somebody's having a good time anyway.
Wonder where the marshal let us go for whole hangs out.
There's a racket going on in there. Plenty of people to ask.
I want to see the marshal first.
Well, it's our old friend, the marshal.
What are you going to do? Let's get out of town.
Too simple.
May have a Parsi with him, like on the flats.
I doubt it. Too far from home. Besides, he's not wise about Big Ben. Thinks it's just a plain little town. You suppose that Antioch lunkhead is aiming to talk to old Jed? That's it. Let's go to see our marshal.
Get out of those duds. Hey, Brock! Brock! Marshal around?
Jed? Yeah. He's catching up on a little sleep. He's always catching up on a sleep, day and night. You'll find him laying in there on the couch. If you don't wake up, cloud him one. That you, Clam? You got my liquor?
You the town marshal?
That's me. What can I do for you, stranger?
I'm a U.S. deputy marshal. I need a little help.
Oh, yes, sure. That's your service, sir.
Know a fellow by the name of Bob Yontis?
Well, lots of Bobs around. Never was much on family names. Never can remember 'em. Let me see. What's he do for a living? Cowpoke?
He's a bandit.
You're barking up the wrong tree, mister. We don't allow none of that wild bunch to light here. We run 'em off.
What about Bitter Creek?
Oh, that fella.
Yeah, I've heard of him. He's a bad one. Let's see, I do remember something about him. Appears like that might be some help to you. You got a warrant for him?
Yeah.
What was that? Oh, yes. He, who're out of town up northeast. Clearwater it was. Shot a couple of people and robbed a store. Well, if you're looking for him, you follow the river. Leads you right to Clearwater.
Thanks, Marshal.
Well, that's all right. Always glad to help out a fellow officer. We should stick together is what I say. A lot of roughs and bad ones around. Getting worse all the time. What's happened? Something wrong?
Looks like somebody helped themselves to our horses.
Right in front of my office? Well, I'll hang him as the last thing I ever do. Clem. Clem?
Better catch him first, hadn't you?
I'll catch him, don't you worry none. Nothing I hate more than a horse thief. Clem? Clem! Where's that blasted deputy?
The street was full of horses when we rode in.
We've been had.
Quiet, ain't it?
Yeah.
I don't like this, Tom.
Let's find our horses. Look down that side of the street.
Let me have him. Okay, when he gets to the light.
Tom, look out!
Bit bad?
It ain't no love tap.
Don't worry, Gaffer, I'll get you out of here.
There they go.
What happened, boys? What happened?
You get us some horses or I'll see that you hang.
Hang? Me? A law officer? I'll get the horses.
Now nobody can jump us here. See all over the whole countryside.
That Antioch marshal knows a horse when he sees one.
Yeah, he looks all right. I think I'll ride him myself. Nice gun. Let's see what else we got.
Handkerchiefs. What are they for?
Neat as a pin, that marshal. About your size?
Cotton.
Well, what have we here? Looks like you got a girl hid out. See, those quiet fellas are all the same.
Where's a church mouse there, Marshal? Nothing in there worth over $2. Something funny about that ribbon?
No, just a common ribbon.
I'm afraid he'll be all right.
Of course I'll be all right, you jackass.
But he's got to stay off that leg for a long time. He's not a young man.
Well, you little son-of-a... Oh!
Relax, Gaffer, relax. He's really not as old as he looks. He just worries a lot. I'll see that he stays in bed and minds his P's and Q's. I'll drop in tonight.
It won't be necessary. Where are you going?
I'm going to the telegraph office.
Tom, listen to me.
I should have listened to you when we first started this trek. I tried to make a one-man circus out of it, and all I did was get you shot.
I've been shot before.
I'm going to make this country too hot to hold those thieving killers. And Bitter Creek, he's got to be stretching rope before I'm through.
Other people are going to get hurt, too, Tom.
Rose? Well, I can't help that. She made her choice.
Tom, this is Gaffer. You don't have to pretend.
Let's stop it, everybody. Let's get out of here.
You should have finished off that marshal.
You had your chance and you missed. What are you yelling about?
What?
Stay out of this.
Bob, we've got to get out of this country.
Where to and on what? We gotta hold up someplace and rest first.
What about Cherokee Joe's place?
Yeah, I've been thinking about that. Okay, but I'm gonna ride there if I kill this horse. Hello, Joe.
You no stop here. You go.
What's wrong?
Plenty trouble. Want no more.
We need rest, fresh horses.
You got money? Pay?
I'm figuring on getting my hands on some right away. Soon.
No. Go. You go.
Where's Marshal Jackson?
Inside, I think.
Marshal, the posse found him. Which one? The one out of Kiowa. They got him on the run up along the Norfolk. Go see if you can find the posse that's south of Clearwater. Get them started north. Right.
got Yuma.
Pretty bad, I think.
Oh, you'll be all right.
There they go. They're heading northeast, probably for the ford. Let me keep after them, Marshal.
Now we better get our boys back to town if they got any chance at all. You pick up the horses.
What happened?
We got bushwhacked, had to quit.
Which way they heading for?
Northeast, probably the ford at North Fork. You better wait for that Clearwater posse. You'll get the same thing we got. You ain't much good alone.
Main thing is to keep them running.
Bob! We've got to stop. Yuma can't ride anymore.
We've got to keep going. They'll never let up on us now.
Bob.
I'm all right. I can make it.
Dragging him along just isn't gonna work.
Looks like we're in luck for a change.
How do you do, sir?
Get out of here, you fellas. I've been watching you, and I want no truck with you.
We need some fresh horses. How about a swap?
No swapping. Go on, get out.
That's no way to talk, mister. We got some fine horses here. Look at that Appaloochie. He's worth $100 of anybody's money.
Yeah, maybe. But they ain't my horses to swap. Go on, get out.
Is there anybody else around here I can talk to?
No, they ain't. My son was here, he'd kill you.
Shut up. All right, switch horses. What are you waiting for? I'll keep my eye on this old buzzard. Yuma, get off that horse. If you can't help out, at least don't get in the way.
He's in bad shape, Bob.
Yeah, guess you're right.
Ready, Bob.
Come on, Rose.
But Yuma's horse isn't saddled yet.
Yuma's not going.
Not going?
We've got to make time. We can't lug any dead weight.
But you can't leave him here. He'll die if the posse will get him. They'll hang him. I won't let you leave him.
You shut your mouth or I'll shut it for you. Put her on that horse.
All right. Leave him here. Maybe that's right. But I'm going to stay here and take care of him.
Put her on that horse.
Please, Bob!
Figure you're about through?
I don't know. Guess so.
Not much use hanging on, then.
Guess not.
Keep her on that horse.
Let's get out of here.
Head north for the hills.
Did they get the blue roan?
Yeah, Chris, I couldn't stop him.
We'll last him. Is he one of them?
Yeah, hit bad.
You're going to hang for this.
To sleep?
Just about.
You got any ideas about running away? Get them out of your head.
Got no place to run to.
It was a great show you put on for the boys. They'll never trust you again. You're lucky Bronk didn't bend a gun barrel over your head. He may yet. To sleep. on.
Let her go.
I'm for catching her.
We got to.
She took blow.
We're lucky she didn't take them all.
It's your business, but she should have the quietus put on her. She knows too much and she ain't reliable.
Now, if I know her, she went back to that ranch.
Huma, how are you?
I'm through this time, Miss Rose. I just can't get it over with.
You mustn't talk that way. I'm going to look after you. Are you alone?
Yes, but you can't stay here, Miss Rose. Miss Rose, I just can't get it over with.
You mustn't talk that way. I'm going to look after you. Are you alone?
Yes, but you can't stay here, Miss Rose. I'll be back. Where's Bob?
Don't worry about him. I ran away from him.
It's good. No, it's not good. Get out of here, Rose. Hurry.
You mustn't.
Bob will never let you get away. He'll be after you. Run for it, Miss Rose. Run for it.
No, I'm not afraid of him. Bye-bye.
You gotta listen to me. You don't know what Bob's like. He killed Miss Belle. I saw him.
Killed? My mother? Huma, you don't know what you're saying.
I swear it, Miss Rose. I swear it.
I'll see him hanged.
I should have told you before. I wanted to, but I was scared. Say you forgive me, Miss Rose. I gotta hear you say it.
I forgive you, Huma.
Thanks.
Sight but her. Come on.
Should have stopped when you were all in one piece.
Can't hang a man for trying. Marshal, sir?
I don't know about that, but we're gonna hang you. Start walking.
I think I'm hit pretty bad, Mr. Marshal.
I'm hit too. Do the best you can.
Bleeding pretty bad. You all right if I fix my arm?
Okay, but don't make any mistakes.
You're wrong about one thing, Marshal. You'll never hang me.
Hold it.
You know you wouldn't shoot me, Tom.
Go ahead, run. But I'll get you if it takes me 5 years. You know what you're facing? Jail.
I know.
Maybe quite a stretch.
I know. Did you really mean what you said? Would you wait 5 years to get me, Tom?
Yeah.